Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, your eyes do not deceive you, it is a diesel, and it is Armstrong Powerhouse. Now, whilst having a little break from the channel, I had a quick look at the YouTube channel and realised I've not reviewed a single Armstrong Powerhouse locomotive slash DLC on the channel all throughout the 100 and something videos that I've done. It seems to be only Steam for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, so I thought I'd shake it up a little bit, change it and do a review for you. So this is the latest DLC from Armstrong Powerhouse. It is the Class 47, which, if you're a veteran train sim player like myself, you would know that we needed a really decent and updated model for some time. I mean, not to mention that the really crazy 47 that someone once made years ago. Anyway, so we'll look around the loco, do the usual shebang, go through everything in the locomotive. So looking around it, you can expect a very high, and I mean a very high standard from Armstrong Powerhouse, because they really put tons and tons of detail into their locomotives and rolling stock. Hence the Mark 1 coaches. Yeah, there's so much, even down to the texturing as well. You can have different types of weathering. You can have clean, sort of clean, which is what I've got here, and then you can have really dirty. What else to say? Yeah, it's very detailed. Love the texturing. It's fantastic. It's a diesel. That's about it. So, anyway, I'll talk you through what you can sort of do with this. So, if you've used Armstrong Powerhouse locomotives before, you know that they don't hold back on detail and not realism but authenticity. So they're very good with facts and stuff like that, and they're very good at replicating real life locomotives in game. So this locomotive does have a lot, and I mean an absolute ton, of customization options. So, for instance, the domino, which is what this is called, the domino at the front, or the head code box, sorry. You can have that like that. You can have it with the protruding marker light lenses, or with this one, you can have it at the back as flush. You can really sort of customize it to how you want, really. I do know that this was common with Class 47s. You could have, say, a more updated look at the back and sort of the old sort of marker light box at the front. Anyway, that's enough looking around the locomotive. Let's actually have a look inside of it. If you think the outside looks great, you should wait and see the cab. Get rid of that. So, yep, here's the cab. That's about it. Very quiet compared to what we're used to on a steam locomotive. Windows are fully openable. Is that even a word? Openable? I don't know. What else? Oh yeah, if you press Shift W, you have to turn the master key on before you can actually put it into reverse, forward or backwards. So the different camera views you got, yeah, looking out the window. You got down here, this is where the GSMR radio system would be, but obviously in this version it's not. Turn the old tail light off. Oh, there we go. There you go. All these, believe it or not, work, so you can have all of this. It says, come on. No. Okay, why are you not working? Well, yeah, usually you can, you turn it on, but yeah, all of this works. But for some reason that's not working. Oh, well, there we go. Weird. Yep, even the fire alarm, train heating, which the little doodad comes up there. There you go. So yeah, that's that view. Second man seat. And again, everything over here you can toggle about with, like the wipers, the horn. You usually could do the AWS button, sorry. What is that? Oh, hot plate. Wow, look at that. Have the old hot plate, warm your dinner up. Lovely. Turn that back off. So yeah, up here, this is your different brake modes. So unlike a steam engine, you can have different brake modes. So you've got air for passengers, air for vacuum passengers, vacuum goods, and air goods. So we're going to run with a vacuum pass or vacuum passenger. And then there you go, back to the driver's seat. What else? Oh yeah, obviously these locomotives, believe it or not, actually have a working AWS, and you can also code it in the editor so that you can do a cold start for when you start up the the session. What else? Oh yeah, there's loads of other things you can do in game whilst in this driving mode. If you hold Control H, you can change the horns, and they do sound different inside as to what they do outside. And then to go back up the list, there's 7 of them from what I just saw. It's Control Shift H. Oh no, Shift H. There we go. So that's the inside of what the horn sounds like. Let me show you what it sounds like outside. So this is the same horn, number 7. And then press Control H again, go down the list. Kind of like that. I like that one as well. That typically, that's the sound I know as a 47. Being from the southern region, never actually seen these, except once, but not in their working days. So I fancy going with number 5. Yeah, I like that one. So headboards, there isn't any. You can't. It's not like Caledonia Works or anything like that, where you press Control 1 and all that. You don't do that with diesels. You just press H, you get the high intensity light come on, press J, you get the marker lights on. K, I believe, yep, is the, yeah, is the tail lights. And L, obviously, is the cab light. I is the instrument buttons. Anywho, what else? Oh yeah, the thing I love about Armstrong Powerhouse locomotives is you can decide how much of the spicy smoke comes out of the exhaust just by pressing Control and C. Obviously, it won't affect it when you're in idle, but when you slam the thing into full throttle, you just get the spicy smoke coming out the exhaust. So Control 1 is basically a brand new engine. It's had an overhaul, it's cleaned out, but as this is a preserved railway, maximum clag, yes, power. You can also change the volume for the traction motors, which is Control M. You won't hear it as much on the outside, but you will hear it in the cab. I did also find out that if you press Control T, it turns off this new function called a turbo twerp. Jesus Christ, my dyslexia decided to kick in. Turbo twerp. Twerp? No, chirp. That's it. So yeah, basically when the engine's spooling up and it's putting all the forced air back into the engine, you'll hear a slight noise. So yeah, anyway, that is that. I don't know what else to show you. That's pretty much it, really. So yeah, I'll cut to a snazzy little transition, and we shall go for a drive up to Latchfield, where I have been working on it, but I'll explain more when we get there. Talk to you guys in just a second. Well then, here we are, back at Latchfield. So before I continue talking about this glorious piece of DLC, I'll tell you what I've been up to here. Well, well, I kind of had the intention to extend the route, but when I started dismantling it, because if you remember about here-ish, this is pretty much the buffer stop, and I had a run round point just here. And this initially was going to be the terminus, and I thought, no, I'll try and give it a go at extending it. I tried it. I will admit, I kind of had a writer's block moment. I didn't know what to do, where to go. I went quite far into this area, found out it was just dead flat, and I thought it'd be pretty boring. So I did a U-turn on that plan, completely redesigned the head shunt, got rid of it, and then added this section, which sort of shows that it used to be double tracked and continue off elsewhere. This is now the end of the line, or is it? Or maybe, I don't know. So this now is the new head shunt with siding for coaching stock or scrap or whatever. You know, locomotives waiting to be overhauled for the museum or whatnot over there. But I'm adding this. Now, the inspiration for this is the North Norfolk line, or aka the Poppy line. So if any of you have been to, I think, I can't remember the name of the station. I want to say Sheridan. No, I don't know. I know it's one of the main stations on the line. So basically, you have the Reserve Railway station, which is the original station. Then, for some reason, the track goes along the original route across a park to a single platform station the other side of a main road. Well, this is kind of what I'm trying to replicate. I've got my railway there with now a defunct bit of track or a head shunt and sidings, which used to join up to this, which used to be double tracked all the way that way. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the locomotive. So, the loco is fantastic. When I said that there is a ton of customization options, there really is a ton. I'd definitely recommend reading the manual. It's superb quality. Locomotive is really interesting to drive. It's very easy to drive. If you're a diesel buff, like I am, I will admit I am a diesel enthusiast as well. I probably know more about diesels than I do Southern steam locomotives or any other locomotives for that matter. But yeah, I'd definitely say this is worth the £30. Well, to be specific, it's £29.99. The only one thing I did notice is that there isn't the BR green livery. There's everything else in there, but not the BR green. But then again, this is only volume 1 of the pack. No, in Armstrong Powerhouse there'll probably be more than one. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth the money. If you like this sort of stuff like I do, then it's definitely a good asset for your collection. Anyway, with that said and done, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of my content, please hit the subscribe button and give it a like if you liked the video. Anyway, I shall see you guys in the next video. And yeah, bye!